Hey, this is Brett from the BEERMKR team. Today we're going to talk about bottling your beer for a process known as bottle conditioning or bottle re-fermentation. This is a natural way to carbonate your beer where the yeast remaining in your beer ferments a priming sugar. All right, what you're going to need is 12 or 13 bottles, 12 or 13 caps, this bottle capper, a bottle filling wand that connects to the beer bag, carbonation drops or priming sugar, a no rinse sanitizing solution. We're using Star San. And if your bottles are super dirty, you may need some PBW. Let's do it. Cleaning and sanitizing your bottles is the most important and labor intensive part of this process. If you don't do it right, you could contaminate your beer and you're not gonna know until you open that thing up. First, we're gonna clean our bottles. Now, there's a few ways to do this and it really depends on how dirty your bottles are. If you've got fresh bottles that you just bought, you can actually jump right to the sanitizing step. If you're reusing older bottles and they're particularly gross, we suggest using PBW. This will make sure to eat up all that organic material. So I added 3 tablets to about 3,000 milliliters of warm water. I also grabbed my beer tap tray because this gets a little bit messy. So I'm gonna load my bottles into the tray. All right, now we're gonna fill our bottles with this PBW liquid and then let it sit for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, empty your bottles and then give them a good rinse. So now we're gonna sanitize your bottles, caps, and priming sugar. So grab your Star San, grab a bottle, give it a spray, spray, spray. Put your priming sugar tablet inside the bottle, hold the cap on top, and give it a shake, making sure to get that sanitizer around the inside of your bottle completely. Now go over your sink and drain it, making sure not to drop your tablet inside the sink. Now this is a food grade sanitizer, so you can have some inside your bottle. It's not gonna affect your beer at all. But make sure to try to get as much out as you can. So while you're at your sink, you're also gonna need to sanitize the inside and outside of your bottle filling wand. So take your Star San, spray it in there. Make sure it gets all the way down. And then also spray the outside of the wand because that will be sitting inside your bottle once it gets filled with beer. Grab an extra gray valve, sanitize both sides, and attach it to the end of your filling wand. So now we're gonna go ahead and fill up our bottles. We're gonna fill straight from the BEERMKR. That ensures that you get the cleanest beer possible without any of the waste. You're also gonna wanna make sure that your BEERMKR is up on a high surface because we're gonna use gravity to fill these bottles. So you're gonna set your bottles up below your BEERMKR. So first, open up your BEERMKR and disconnect your brew tub. Take that gray valve on your filling wand and connect it to the white valve here. And now this liquid's not gonna flow until you actually press the button on the end of the filling wand and press the beer up and over. All right, let's start filling up bottle number 1. Take the cap off, insert the wand, making sure that the end is pressed down, and then give your brew bag or your beer bag a little bit of a press so that beer comes up and over. So you're gonna wanna keep a close eye on this as your beer fills up. But I like to get my next bottle ready to go. As soon as that fills up, you pull the wand out, move over to the next one, and let it go. Now keep a close eye on this. And what I like to do is while this one's filling, I'll put my cap on and go ahead and cap my bottle. Keep an eye on your beer bag because this process will just continue to suck beer out. It might even pull it right out of your waste bag. So now we're gonna need to find a place to condition your beers. You wanna find somewhere that's dark and between 60 and 80 degrees. That'll make sure that the yeast remaining in your beer can ferment those sugars that we added. You're gonna wanna let your beers sit there and condition for about 2 weeks. After that, they should be fully fermented. You can stick them in your fridge to enjoy or let them mature even longer if you're making a more traditional style. So we let our bottles condition for 2 weeks in a cool, dark place. Then I popped them in the fridge and now they're ready to crack open.